Hey everybody, it's Andy and I have another song for us to learn, another piano video. So we're going to be looking at the song No Longer Slaves. And like always, as we've talked about here, one of the things that you want to be asking and wondering right away when it comes to what my role is, what I'm playing, what should I be playing on piano or keys, are how many other instruments are there in the band and what are they playing. So No Longer Slaves has a pretty prominent acoustic guitar part that drives rhythm in the opening sections, but then we'll have bigger parts there too. We're going to play this as if we were the only instrument, as if we didn't have an acoustic guitar. We would maybe change rhythmically what we were doing if there was something there, because we don't necessarily want to double what they're doing. We would maybe play and hold or do some other things. So again, always be thinking about the context, but I'll give you this as if you're the only one playing, you're practicing by yourself, and I hope that helps you as you continue to grow and learn how to play contemporary worship keys. Thanks, guys. So starting in the verse, I'm going to begin by chugging along like the acoustic guitar would. So what I'll do is I'll play my chords, and then I will just kind of with my thumbs in the middle, I'll hold the high and low notes and chug along with my thumbs, just kind of pulsing, swelling, and bringing it back down. So this is how that'll sound. You unravel me with a melody, you surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. Then I'll open up on the chorus, 'cause I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God. And we'll go on from there. So again, when we open up, we've been in this real straight pulsing kind of a thing. So one way we can set off the chorus is to do an arpeggiation, a syncopated arpeggiation. So I'm dropping to octaves in my left hand. So again, just like we've talked about before, we're going to substitute some of our chords. So for my C chord, I'm going to substitute a C2 for a D. It'll be a D sus. I'm not playing the triad, the third. And a G can be either a G2, a G sus. It can kind of do any of those ones. And an E minor 7, right? That just going to sound more open and mysterious. That kind of fits where we're at in this song. Okay? So we'll go through and play that, and then we get to go and do this melody line in the bridge. So that sounds like this. And so one of the things we'll do when we're learning how to play melody lines on piano is first you want to just begin by knowing how to play that melody, right? So knowing what's the notes that I'm playing. I'm just playing over octaves in the bass right now. And if you were just playing this with keys with a full band, you could just play that melody. You could just go... You could do that. So what I'm doing underneath that is I'm just playing that melody in mostly my fourth and fifth fingers, my ring and pinky, and then I'm playing the chords underneath. So here's my first melody note, and I'm going to play an E minor underneath that. So I'm finding the right inversions to be able to let the melody stay on top. this is a good next step. Once you have the melody, then you can go to the chords, or just the chord changes. And you really want to work on bringing that melody out over the top. We don't want it to sound just like a chord, where all notes in that sound the same. We want to hear that melody. Right? So, and then once you feel comfortable in those inversions of the chords and playing the melody over top, then you can start to add some other rhythms, some arpeggiation, some things in there. Those are all just things that I'm adding as a part of the chords or that are a part of the scale. Sometimes you can do runs. So we're in the key of G, so I'm just kind of staying in that scale as I'm adding things, or you can just arpeggiate. Some other things you can do. So now we get to the bridge and we want to be real big. So how do you get big on a piano or a keyboard where you're wanting to do that? Well, the first thing is you have to stay in the groove. 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we're really kind of pulsing this straighter eighth note rocking kind of a feel in that bridge. So we want to do that. But the other thing you can do is move from a 3-finger right hand to from a 3-note right hand to a 4-note right hand. So instead of playing just a triad, 3 notes, you're going to play 4 notes. And the most common way to do that is to play an octave. So something in here is going to be doubled. So whatever your thumb is, you're going to have on top. That. So I've got 4 notes, I'm finding the octave, and then in between I'm just changing there. You can kind of stay in the same spot too if you want. Usually you're going to do that around a D or a G, the 1 or the 5 of the key. So I'm getting bigger by adding more notes in my right hand. You can also add more articulations to add intensity as well. So you can do kind of whatever you're at, wherever you're skill-wise, but think about how to add 4 notes in your right hand when you want to get big. Even if you're just playing the chord changes a rule of thumb is when you're wanting to get big, you can move into different registers. The way to get really loud and big is to move your hands further to the extremes of the piano. So to play down here, in my kind of middle, home bass is pretty quiet and reserved. But then to play here, is a lot bigger. So those are some tools and techniques you can use. So I hope you have fun practicing this song, No Longer Slaves, and let me know what you think or if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.